what was the specific situation that led to you getting 150 plus to life, or was it accumulation of things?
It was accumulation of things because basically they saying the crimes were basically it was a string of crimes. So now I have a string of crimes that consist of home invasion robbery. In the process of home invasion robbery damn near carry a life sentence because when you move somebody 2 feet, that's considered kidnapping. And now they're saying I'm going into these people's house, making them go to the bank. So now it becomes I'm coming in to rob you, but you're telling me, oh, I don't have any money. The money's in the bank. So as a child, now with a child naive mind state, I'm saying, well, let's go to the bank and go get this money then. You know? So now that's like, in their mind, they're saying, well, the sophistication of this kid, and in reality, it's no sophistication. It's just a naive kid that's not thinking like, no kid in their average mind is going to say, well, let's go from your home all the way to this bank that's 5 minutes away so you can go inside the bank and go get this money. But this is so critical in my existence that I'm not even realizing the risk in which I'm taking. So now you just created a life sentence just based on the kidnapping charge. And this is 5 or 6 of these over the last few years. So now it's like, now you have 5 life sentence cases that involve kidnap. Then on top of that, you're saying, hey, when you went into these homes, you actually 2 people, which were adults, and one of them happened to be an intern to be assistant district attorney. So these cases are life sentences now. And so now then you had a kidnap on a cop's family. You know, so it's like it started to become deep. The narrative was created already that, hey, like, this kid has no respect for authority. And when I went in court, I was railroaded. Like, and I said I was railroaded. I sat in county jail for 2 years. My attorney came to see me 7 days before trial, just to tell me we're going to trial. Now, I have 2,200 pages of paperwork, but I only have 1,500 going into trial. I expressed to the judge this, and I expressed I would like to fire my attorney because the whole time I'm in jail, she's never come see me to discuss my case. She stands up in the court and tells the judge, hey, he's mine, Your Honor. I went to go see him on several times, and we talked about his case and defense strategies and everything. So me being a kid, I'm like,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm talking to the judge disrespectful. Now I'm telling the judge, what you need to do is you need to get on your phone right now. You need to call the county jail and get that fine attorney business law, because this woman's sitting in front of your face lying to you right now, telling you she came to see me on 3 or 4 occasions, and she ain't never came to see me talk about my case. She came to see me for the first time 7 days ago. Due to my aggression and the way I'm speaking to the judge denies my motion to say, hey, the reality is I believe her over you. She's an officer of the court, and I believe that she's being honest because she's under oath every time she speaks. So instead of going to get those fine attorneys, I'm going to believe her, and what she's saying is factual, and she's an officer of the court. And it was a complete lie. 14 years later, here we are now on 15 years, going on 16 years of prison. I just declined a business involved a year and a half ago, and it said she lied under oath. I was so angry that even when I was sentenced, I was still like, oh, I'm getting life, so I'm in court. I'm crazy. I'm the victim, you know what I mean? I'm the victim, it's rigged and all this other stuff. So now it's like, well, you have no remorse for what you've done. So since you have no remorse, I'm going to sentence you to the max. I'm going to sentence you to 78 years and an additional 81 years in enhancements, and I'm going to run them bow-legged. So now you have a total of 159 years to life.
What was, this is the part I want kids to pay close attention to right here. You know, Sammy, after years of crime, after years of violating people, years of chasing the money, the quick money, I should say, when the judge sentenced you to 159 plus life, what was going on in your head?
Like, at first I was numb because I couldn't fathom it. Like, I'm like 159, because I'm not even going to live that long. So essentially, you told me, like, I'm in prison for the rest of my life. And, like, I remember feeling numb, and I walked out the courtroom as if I was like I wasn't tripping, just because I wanted the judge and them to think like, yeah, y'all couldn't get to me, I'm strong. And my old beliefs came into effect, like, oh, boys don't cry, we just take it on the chin. So I walked out the courtroom, and I remember when you go to the hallway, they have the mirror, it's the mirror tent. So I could see my family, but they can't see me. But they're outside in front of the courthouse. And when I see my little brother crying, when I seen my mother out there going off, now she's out of prison at the time of my trial, she going off, cussing people out. I could see her. I could see my friend's mom who believed in me and tried to save me, like, from this life, out there hurt. And I see the many people I've hurt, my family. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like, that's when it hit me, like, damn, like, who was I? Like, how did I get to this point where I could commit crimes as if my life didn't matter? And now look at all the people I affected. You know, now to know that I will never see my brother grow older, to never see my mother if she passed away, never see my grandparents. My grandparents sat in my entire trial, and now they both passed away. And so just that thought of now, like, the little bit of love I did have that I thought, you know what I mean? I was searching for love so much that the little bit of love I did have that I really didn't take notice to, I lost it. And now I'm sitting in prison, and my mom got cancer now. And my mom goes into surgery tomorrow, April 11th. And I just got off the phone with her before I called you. And just that thought is in my head, like, I know how surgery can go. Because my grandpa went into surgery for diabetes, and he flatlined. My grandma had a heart attack while I've been in prison. So this is something that I constantly live with. And now I'm hurting on the daily, because now I ask myself,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
What was worth me not being there for my family? What was worth me abandoning my family, abandoning my little brother while he was still in the foster home? No amount of money, no amount of crime, no amount of respect, no amount of violence is worth that. So at the end of the day, I lost, and I continue to lose, all because those bad decisions I decided to make without consciously thinking.